Are we live? Yeah, we are live. All right. What's happening, y'all? What's happening? All right, let me go ahead and get my link together. So we can get things moving real quick. All right, there it is. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Ouch. All right, I got the link. Let me throw that in the group real quick. Get it moving. Dun, 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 dun. Let me see. Goodness gracious. Damn, if I step away for like an hour, I miss a bunch of messages. My goodness. All right. And I'm trying to get this chat up so I can see what y'all are talking about, if anything. All right, so I got one. Let me get two. Okay, we should be good now. All right, where's my chat? Don, what's good? What's happening? Who's that? That's Slav, right? Equidreams, you're Slav, right? I try my best to remember. What's good, man? Oh, you was in the middle of 336, huh? Very good. Very good. Putting in that work, man. Putting in the work. All right. Let me see now. I'm just really getting on the charts also. I like what I'm seeing for the most part thus far. thus far. All right, let me come over here to the chat real quick. Walker, what's good, man? What's up? That's Chris Martin, right? What's good, man? See, I told y'all I would remember you guys. As hard as it is, I can't keep up with all of these names, man. Y'all be having all type of names. Let me see who else is on here. Doc, what's good, man? What up? All right, so now, and come on, internet, please. I can't stand when this stupid internet does this over here. Like, there's a good spot over here, but the internet is always sketchy. Then I gotta go on a fantastic voyage hunting for some damn internet. Oh, Doc said he was in Texas this weekend. Nice. Nice, man. I can imagine it was hot out there. It was hot here. I know it was hot there. Jesus. All right, internet, stay right there. Damn. Yeah, we had what was our weather like this weekend? Our weather was 88, 89. So it actually wasn't that bad. But it's better than it has been. We've been getting rain like every damn day up until, what's this, July? Yeah, like up until the beginning of July, it just was raining every day, and it was chilly. Yeah, that's a different kind of hot right there. That's the hot you want. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'll be out in the car though. This AC in here is no joke. This AC in here is like being in the freezer. Like I gotta turn it down. That's how cold it gets. This joint get cold. Slop say he don't go out that much. Man, you like 21, man. You gotta go outside. Oh, you like it? Okay, you like the cold weather. Got you. Yeah, it's so funny because it's very funny how we are with weather, right? You know, everybody got their preference. Some people like the cold weather. Some people like the hot weather. I like both weather. Like I like either or as long as I'm comfortable. It don't matter. If it could be hot as hot as it wants to, as long as I'm in the AC, I'm good. And if it's freezing, as long as I'm in the heat, I'm good. Where the discomfort comes is when you got to go outside and do something in weather that you don't really like that. Like if it's mad hot and you got to go outside like and be exposed to the sun without shade, now we got a problem. But you know, I try not to put myself in that situation because we want to avoid discomfort as much as possible. Slav says some of them are getting hot and hotter, and I'm more of a chill, windy type of weather guy. Last 3 or 4 years have been insane. Weather getting worse and worse. He said the same, but it's uncomfortable as hell in the summer these days. You sound like an old man, yo. You sound like an old man. Chris said he's in Tampa. If there's no AC, it's not for me. I know Tampa's hot, right? That shit is hot. Like anything in Florida is mad hot. In the summer, anything in Florida is mad hot. It's like a different kind of sun down there too. Like, was Florida where I got burnt? I'm trying to think. Yeah, it was Florida. Yo, a few years back, I got. I don't know what I was thinking. Like, I don't know why I was playing around with that sun, but I didn't even know until I came back to the hotel and took a shower. Now, I'm in the shower, right? I'm lathering up. You know how you lather your body up all nice? You know, like I'm a lather guy. I like lather on my skin. So I'm lathering up and I get to up here. Like I'm doing like this, you know, with the soap. And I'm like, oh, and I feel like a burn. I'm like, what the hell is this? So I'm looking and I don't really see nothing on my skin because at the time it was still like, you know, it had just happened. We had just came from the beach. Yo, the sun got me crazy. First of all, I was out there with the what do you call them shirts? It's like a wife beater, but it's a regular shirt. You know, not like the wife beater that you wear under your shirt. It was that kind of shirt, but it was like a strap. You know, it got the strap on the sleeve. So all of this shit was open. All of this was exposed. All my shoulders. And I didn't put on the SPF. Yo, the sun literally took all of this shit off. My whole top layer of my shoulder on both sides was off. Like when I was in the shower, when I got out, then I could see it. I was like, oh snap. Sun did me dirty. All of that shit came off. The whole piece of skin. Like it just was a scab eventually that came off. And when it came off, it was pink skin underneath there. And I was like, yo, never again. I was like, yo. And mind you, that was just the difference between putting on the SPF and not putting on the SPF. I'd have been all right if I put the SPF on. I didn't. Thinking I'm cute and shit, got burnt. Crazy. That, yo, it literally took off my skin. Lesson learned. That was crazy. I remember that vividly. Hey, when dudes be looking at you like, I don't like when a dude be looking. What the hell you looking at, man? Be eyeballing this shit. Is this thing on? Come on, internet, don't go out on me. He was doing okay. Yeah, I didn't want to say that, but I'm like, what do you want? Like, stop looking over here, yo. Don't look in this direction. Like, it's different nowadays. It'd be like that too. Like, it was like that too when I still was going out. Like, when I would kind of go out to clubs or whatever more frequently. And I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know. Some dudes, I guess they just want to be kind of tough. So they looking at you. But I'm like, dog, like, it's all these women in here. Why are you looking at me, worrying about what I'm doing? Don't worry about what I'm doing. Focus on the females in here. That's what we here for. Stupid, man. But anyway. I don't know. Come on, internet. Why does internet always gotta act up, man? I'm funny. I'll be complaining about free internet though. I'll be talking mad shit about free internet. Yeah, I'm looking at this market in the corner of my eye too. Environment look good. Environment looks pretty good. Chris says, slowly making my way to the income phase. Nice. Very nice. So what's your progress been like so far? I guess we now now anybody following the blueprint, we could talk, we could speak the blueprint. So if I say how many flips, you know what I'm talking about. How many flips? Yeah. Winston said, how long we all been going here? Oh, how long we been here so far? I just came on like maybe 10-15 minutes ago. Like 10-15 minutes ago. Nice, man. Nice. Say started with 250, sitting at 750 at the moment. So how are you doing your contracts? Did you start with one? Or did you start with two? This is for Chris. Winston says, sorry for my Spanglish. Yeah, I mean, well, Slob, that's what it happened to be for me. You know, whether it doesn't matter how long it takes you to do it. The whole idea behind the blueprint is to develop the focus that you need to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's ultimately what it is that you want to get to. You want to get to that hardcore focus where you're able to do it. Okay, so yeah. Very good then. So you following it the same way then. Following it the same way. So you started with one, got to four, went to four. Okay. So you skipped two. In other words, you went from 1 to 4 and then went to 4. You didn't go from 1 to 2 and go to 2 and then 2 to 4 go to 4 like that. I'm assuming based on what you said just now. Slav, you see, and I'm gonna talk about that too because okay, I see what you're saying. Got you. I got you. Right, so you did that because you started with the 250. Okay. Okay. That's good stuff, man. One of the things I hope that you can do, I'm not putting you under pressure to do it, but one of the things that I would hope that you could do is to record. Because the recordings give you a point of reference to look at how the market was looking when you took your trades. And that's important. Because that's going to help you just as you progress through the training, you know, and you continue to just get better at what it is that we're doing in the market, man. The recordings are crazy. Slav said, I don't plan on starting with 100, just thinking 250 as well, because I won't be going live until I'm consistent in demos, so no time to waste. It's not even a difference. Like it ain't even no difference. People don't know how to drive. Yeah, like it's not even a difference, because the more important thing is that you have the focus that you need when you start. So it don't matter. It really doesn't matter. Starting, with 100 versus 300 or 4, it ain't no difference. But I understand what you're saying. I understand what you mean. And I know that that's why you said that. I would say to not do that though. I would encourage you to start with one. Just start with one. Thirsty for dollars was good. And the reason that I'm saying that is because this way you can put you're going to put what's the most important thing to the test by doing it that way. If you are at that point when you're ready to actually go live, to begin trading, put it to the test. The best way to put it to the test is to start with the least amount that you can, because now it means that you have to focus in order to get somewhere. You see what I'm saying? Like it takes you focus to get from 100 to 200. It's the same focus that's going to get you from 1600 to 3200. Does that make sense? Like in your mind, you think that it's something different. You think, oh, I'm doing more because I'm trading with more money. No, you're doing the exact same thing you were doing when you started with 100. So the flip is the flip regardless. 1 to 2 is the same as 16 to 32. You understand what I'm saying? And when you spread it out over the time period that you're doing it for, the fact that you started with 100 and then you ended up wherever you ended up at is remarkable. By the time you do it and you actually complete that phase, it's like, oh snap, look at what I did. Oh shit, I did it. And when it's all said and done, it only took like 30 trades all together. You know what I mean? So it's like you want to focus your attention on your skill. Focus your attention on your skill and then execute. Like that's it. It don't have nothing to do with the money. It's like, all right, the money comes as a result of your focus. Because like, look at what happens when you scale up. It's like when you go from 100 to 200, you're like, all right, cool, I'm going from 1 to 2 contracts. Then you go from 200 to 400, you're like, all right, cool, I'm at 4 contracts. When you go from 4 to 8, for you, it might be mental. You're like, damn, I'm about to go to 8. Man, 8 contracts, shit. Oh, man. And now stuff, like you start putting pressure on yourself because you never did that before. You never been at 8 contracts. So mentally, it's different for you, but it's not different. That's why I like to have this discussion, because I like to focus on what you should focus on. Which is why when you see me do it, it looks easy. Like I make it look easy because I don't care. It's like I'm not thinking about it in terms of, damn, what the hell? What'd I do? Wait. I'll turn it off. I don't need it right now. Let me see what he said. Hold up. No, thirsty for dollars. I don't know where you got the numbers from. Where'd you get the numbers from, man? He said one trade away to flip 3 started on 103. Oh, no. Okay, no, that's my bad. I thought you were saying something else. My fault. I'm just realizing what you're actually saying. You're saying you're on the second flip. One trade away to flip number 3. Got you. Now I understand what you said. I thought you were saying you took 3 trades and got to 103. I was like, what? I was like, you made $3 whole? All right, now I'm with you. I'm with you now. So now you're at, ooh, he 22-0. Nice. 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 Um, so you said you're one trade away to the third flip. So you at two. Look, I'm doing kindergarten math. 2, 4. So you almost around the $800 level, right? If my math is right, you almost at the 800. See, I'm nice. See how nice I am? All right, so he has 783.50. Very nice. Very good, man. That's shit. That's excellent. It's excellent. Um, yeah, let me come back. Slob said, I definitely want to focus and do it consistently on demo. Make sure I don't lose for like 20 to 30 trades, however long that might take, even if it takes a month. Yeah, and you know what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say don't even look at the time that it takes. Look at your actual focus and the results of your focus. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, he's definitely live. He's live. Yes, absolutely. And that's why I get excited because, you know, when you guys do this, you're proving what I'm saying about what it took to do it. I'm saying it takes your mindset to do it. It's not like the reason that your skill elevates is because of your mindset. You can't improve and increase your skill without the mindset first. You got to have the mindset first. You got to stop being scared to lose. You got to be um stop being greedy and wanting to do extra stuff to try to shortcut your way to it. You don't got to do that. Like, look at what you had. You literally have a blueprint laid out that can take you from the smallest amount that you could trade with to wherever you want to go. You start off all the way over here with the smallest amount and you just go as far as you want to by flipping. And you flip because you focus and you apply your skill in the market and remain consistent. And you don't get greedy. And you're not scared to do it. All of that is your mindset. It takes focus within the framework of your mindset to do that. So that's what I'm saying about the proof of it. Vegan, what's good? What's up, Christian? Shout out to Christian. Yo, how old is Christian? How old is Christian? Seems like he might be young. Dollar said he did one trade today. Market wasn't in a given mood most of the day. I haven't traded since last week. And I only took one trade last week, mind you. It's all good. Like last week for me, it was time consuming all week. So I didn't have the time that I normally would have to be on the charts. Did I try to trade? Did I try to like force my way into the market? Hell no. Hell no. Okay, cool. Christian is 35. All right. Christian is creeping up on me. You at the halfway mark? You 40, bro. I'm just messing with you. Yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching, man. Definitely. Hope you guys get some value from my craziness. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, man. Yeah, them videos. Yo, I do that every once in a while too. I go back and I be like, "Dag, man, I forgot I did this." Some of the videos are good too. Some of the older ones. I looked on the channel the other day. I was like, "Yo, it's like 2,000 videos on here. It's ridiculous." But see, that's like that. Like the way when I look at that, that's a reflection of the mindset again, because being consistent and just focusing on that's what allows you to do that type of thing. You know what I mean? Because it'll be like, damn, well, how did you do that many videos? And it's like just a little bit like a little at a time. I don't do 5 videos every day. I might come on here, do a video, like this becomes a video. You know what I'm saying? I might go somewhere on social media, like on Instagram or something like that, and just do a little bit at a time. It's the same way that we're applying our focus in the market. You don't got to be trading every single day, but when you do trade, you're gonna win if you focus. And if you know, it's kind of like knowing if you trade, you're gonna win. So you only trade when it's time to win. It's like that's the mantra. Like I'm only trading when money's there. That's it. I'm not doing nothing else no other time. So if the market decides to be looking crazy, I'm chilling. I'm over here minding my business with my money in my account, not doing nothing. Yeah, and you see how I slowed that down. See, and because at that time I realized I was like, I think I'm doing too much. I don't need to do this much. And it was like it was a slow regression, which is funny because it's like, damn, there was a time where I would take 4 or 5 trades a day and win them all. And I was like, I don't need to do this many trades. Then I cut it down to 3. Then I cut it down to 2. Then I cut it down to 1. And through the process of doing that, each time I got closer and closer to perfecting my timing in the right environment. That's what actually happened. So it's not that the market was doing anything different than what it does now. I changed and I elevated and became even more confident in my ability to recognize what the market is actually doing. And over time, that's what happened. So now it's like, I'm gonna trade less. I don't, and not only that, I didn't want to spend that much time on the charts. Like that was in the early days for me. I was just coming off of doing market studies where I was taking hundreds of trades, like literally taking 50 to 75 trades a day. I had just came off of that. So by the time I figured out how to be consistent, I was taking like 4 or 5 trades a day and winning them. And I was like, nah, this is still too many trades. Because I realized also, I was like, and this is not something that somebody else could duplicate. For somebody to try to do what they see me doing this, they're going to lose in here. It's too many trades. They're going to lose. So I was like, nah, let me slow it down even more. And that's what I did. Yep. Thirsty said, today we're starting to get frustrated, so stopped and closed the NADEX platform. It was hard. It was hard and it was wise, man. Yep, that was the smartest thing you could do. Smartest thing you could do. Joshua said the Grand Canyon was formed one raindrop at a time. Slow and steady, man. Slow and steady. Slav said a lot of times you took a trade, then you get 2 more trades. The next 5 to 15, right after that one, looked like you get 2. Oh snap! YouTube tried to clip me. I know that was the internet though. All right. Anyway, what the hell was I just saying? I was just talking about something. What was I talking about? What's the last thing you heard me say? Oh, I know what it was. Okay. Yeah, and another thing too about that, taking that many trades, for me, I don't want to be confined to the charts. Like, I don't want to have to be on the charts. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to be on the charts. When you're taking a lot of trades, um, that's what I was saying. I was also trading in more than one type of market environment. That's another thing. I wasn't just trading in the environment that I like now, like that we train on. I was trading in different environments. You know, it was like at least 3 or 4 different types of environments I would be in, and I was able to navigate through all of them and remain consistent. That's why when you look at some of the trades that I was taking at that time, look at how the market looked, and you know what I'm like. You'll understand what I mean. Market was looking retarded on some of the trades. You're like, damn, how you take a trade doing that? And that's why I was like, nah, I don't want to do all of this. Like, I don't want to do all of this. So I slowed it down. Yep, I slowed that down. I was like, I want to have my time free. I don't want to have to be on these charts doing this every day. I was like, so let me get to the position where, one day a trade, one day a trade. What the hell? One trade a day is like, I'm good with that. Let me get to that point. As time went by, I was like, you know what? I don't need one trade every day. There's some days I don't feel like trading. What if I don't feel like trading today? Let me get to the point where maybe 2, 3 trades a week. I'm good with that. And I just kept going from there. You see what I'm saying? So I always peeled back the layers. And during the process, I continued to perfect a framework that could be used to isolate the best trades at the right time. And really what actually happened within that is more so isolating the right time. So isolating the right timing means you could take your trade, win your trade, and you good to go. Like, however many trades you might end up with for the week, you let the market decide how many trades you get based on your time that is spent there. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to block you, my man. Gotta block you, my man. Yo, people be wilding. They just come on here to start wilding. I'm glad y'all didn't see that. I think I only saw that. People just come over here just saying retarded stuff that is not worth repeating. No, not you, Slav. Yo, you couldn't see who it was. He came on here and just started spamming on the video real quick. But y'all couldn't see it because I got a filter up. So you come on here acting reckless. Stupid, man. Dollars, you saw what he was saying? Totally disrespectful, man. Totally disrespectful. He said that too? Yeah, he was just being reckless. Slav, why would you retype that? That's the youth in you. When you be young, you just do retarded stuff. You're like, hey, let me type it. I saw him say this. I get it. Oh man. Joshua said he must have been talking about signals. Yeah, every once in a while they come on and just start wowing. I'm like first of all, like, is that a bot? I be wondering if it's a bot or if it's just somebody that just goes on like random channels and starts doing that. I don't know. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Yeah, I guess they don't have the filters up. I have as soon as I see that, I think it pulls it. So some of y'all might see it. I don't know how that works, but most of y'all don't see it. I see it and then I block them, and then it's over. He said, I think they would have promoted us to buy some other signals. I'm not gonna say the words because I don't even want to. I ain't even promoting them. I ain't gonna give them a free promo. But I think everybody know who you talking about. That's funny. Yo, y'all ain't saying y'all are just as crazy as me. Gotta love it. I thought I would like you know how you know what's funny? It's like you be thinking that you crazy until you meet other people. And you be like, oh shit, I'm not crazy at all. I'm normal. Some of y'all is crazy. Some of y'all are nuts. Yeah, come on with this internet. Why? Why? Yeah, you're right. You are right. Some people do make it, I guess, with the signals or whatever. And and like I don't ever speak on nothing that I don't know anyway. So I have no idea what somebody's results might be doing something. If somebody has success doing something, that's good. I want to see everybody succeed regardless of what they're doing. Regardless. I think it would be ridiculous for somebody to say, oh, well, mine is the only thing that works. Nah, that ain't it. I'm sure that something works for somebody else too. Just because you don't know what it is or you don't know anything about it, don't mean that it don't work or can't work for somebody else. If it does, that's what it's supposed to be. Yeah. Yeah. And I understand that too. Chris said I come across Forex Signals also, of course. Come across just fraudulent people, period. And there's also some good people, you know what I mean, that do good things, definitely. So it really is it's just about how much value you actually receive from whatever it is. That's how I look, that's how I measure everything. I'm looking at the value that you get from it. And that's one thing that I also will do. If I look at something and examine it, I'm going to look for the value in it. If I can see some value in it, I'll extract whatever that value is from it and I'll use that. That's it. If I don't see the value in it, I'll move on because to me, it don't work. It don't work for me. And that's not to say that it wouldn't work for somebody else. I don't know. You know what I mean? So it really just becomes a matter of self-awareness too. And I think that has a lot to do with the mindset aspect of trading. You know, self-awareness is something very, very powerful. It's powerful and it's also very dangerous. The lack of self-awareness. When people don't have self-awareness, they don't know where to start. So when they look at everything, nothing works. Like you ever run into those people? You ever meet somebody, you'd be like, damn, don't nothing work for you, huh? It's like nothing works for them. It's because of the mindset. The mindset aspect of everything that they're doing is just wrong. So it's impossible for anything to work for them. Slob said if they show their face on YouTube, make content is more trustworthy than just random $500 signal services from random people. Very true. Yep, that is very true. Very true. All right, this internet is getting on my nerves. I see I'm gonna have to relocate. Uptown girl. Uptown girl. It's crazy how random music just pops into my head. Like where'd that even come from? I have no idea where that came from. Go to my other spot over here. Doing it in the dark. No, doing it in the park. Doing it after dark. Oh yeah. Rock Creek Park. Oh, come on, man, go around. Damn. And lady, please do not take my area. That's not a space. That is a hydrant. People funny how they try to like make a parking space out of something that ain't one. Lady, be still. Just stay put. Just stay put. I'm sunk down in the seat. They can't even see me. The lady was looking at the car. She was like, wait, who's in there? A little kid? Nope. I'm just sunk in the seat, lady. Only thing about over here is the phone be overheating, though. That's what gets on my nerves about being in this spot. But the internet works. All right. Maybe I can protect it. I don't know. Let me see something. All right. How's the lighting? The lighting is all right. All right. Come on, intranet. All right, there we go. Now we got some good internet. Let's go. Sheesh. Oh, snap. Joshua said you practiced singing that before you came on live for your next project. Oh, snap. All right. Oh, man. All right. Mick said when Jay Carly said, look at it without time, you can see how things move differently, but with the right behavior, they have an opportunity to synchronize in that moment. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. You learn a whole lot through observation, man. It's crazy. Dollar said, if you buy signals and then rely on it, what you going to do when the signals stop? Better to learn to skill yourself and no one can take it from you. Bang. Bang, bang, bang. Oh, excuse me. Slav says, so you can apply the same approach to other markets. If you can't see anything in the pound, you might see opportunities in other markets. It works on every market. It works on any market. But what you get into when you try to deal with multiple markets simultaneously is every market has its nuances. Like no two markets have the same nuances. So as you're just getting familiar with one market and then you try to dip into another one, it will distort your progress overall. It's gonna do more harm than good. Let me put it like that. Because every market has its own set of behaviors. And what I mean is the nuances of the behaviors that we're used to seeing. There's nuances within every behavior that you see that you have to familiarize yourself with. So that's why I encourage you to focus on one market, because when you look at just one market, you're able to learn those nuances, familiarize yourself with them, and then they don't become something that'll mess you up when you're actually in the process of looking for or waiting for your trades to come. It's kind of like when if you start doing too much, you're going to put yourself in position to lose. You become vulnerable to the markets, and you don't want to do that. You do not want to do that, because ain't nothing like getting slapped in the market that you just got into trying to figure out. You know what I'm saying? So what you used to do is do more in multiple markets. No, I've always looked at just the pound. That's one thing I've always done. Like, you never saw me trade. Well, actually, no, I did trade I traded the euro one time accidentally, which was funny because, you know, I won the trade, but I didn't intentionally trade another market. I've been trading the pound since I've been doing Forex. So this is back since 2002. Yep, all the way back since 2002. I've been just observing this one market, the Great British Pound. And I know that that's another reason why I'm so familiar with the nuances of that market. It's just time and experience with that market, So I'm always gonna pass on what I know. I'm never gonna try to I'm never gonna try to talk about something I don't know. Like I'm not gonna talk about what I don't know because I can't speak on it from authority. But what I do know, that's what I share, and that's what I'm gonna put you on to. You know what I mean? Oh, did Bonnie hit me back? Yes, she did. Okay, Grace also. I gotta hit Grace back. Wait. Yeah. Okay. So Bonnie and Clyde. All right, let me get it set up real quick. Let me see what this market is looking like. Market look good right now. And this is what I mean. Like, you see how the market looks right now? The market looks good. It's giving us what we need, but it needs to get in position and set up. Once it does that, then the trade comes. Patience. You need the patience to wait for that. Oh, okay. You want to hear Bonnie? All right, that's my bad for not getting back. I'm just checking my messages now. I apologize. I normally don't do that. I normally will check them first, but I came on here, started running my mouth right away. But I got you. Oh yeah, Rock Creek Park. Oh yeah. You know about Rock Creek Park, man? You know about that? Slide, what you be listening to? I need to get into the younger. I need to get into the millennial music. Oh snap! Oh snap! Slide, you trying to get at J. Carly? Mm-mm-mm. I do not advise that. Now I like Slav. Yeah, see, she didn't know it was you, Slav. I'm dry snitching. Oh snap. Blueface. Nah, who's that? That's an artist? Oh, he dropped that? Damn. Yeah, you had to go back for that. I'm over here figuring why the hell you so close to the car. Stu straight dropped a phone. He on the phone, dropped the phone over there on the ground and had to go back for it. That's crazy. All right, let me focus. What was I doing last? I was Bonnie. Let me get Bonnie situated. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Boom. Bonnie, check your Facebook notifications. Oh, you might have already seen it. I think you accepted it already. So, all right, you on point. Let me make sure. Let me see. Yep. Okay. Sure did. So you're good there. And let me see. I want to put you in the main chat. I gotta remove somebody though. To make room. Let me see. Nope. Yeah. All right. I gotta take out. All right. So I'll do that and then make room for Bonnie. And all right, so now you in the group chat, Bonnie. And the infamous group chat. All right, let me see what y'all talking about over here. Yeah, Paley's had asked about Blueface. Nah, I don't know who that is. Oh, he's a new one of the newer rappers. Okay, yeah, nah. I don't really do new too much. They gotta be real good. You know what I'm saying? For me to even listen to them, cause I like listening to real rap. Like I don't like some of the stuff I hear. I don't even understand what it is. Some of the stuff I've heard, I'm like, what is this? I don't even know what they're doing. I'm like, you rapping and singing and mumbling and all at the same time. I have no idea what you're talking about. Dimitri, what's happening? He said, Mark, in these income trades, are you applying the same protocol that we train on, waiting on permission, or do you apply an elevated skill we haven't reached yet? I do take trades within the framework, yes. I never take trades outside the framework. There may be times where I'm taking trades based on just my skill. And I talk about that, like from time to time. Because it's not that I'm taking different trades. What I'm doing is I'm utilizing my skill set to take the trade. So if you're confident, like let me put it like this. The way that we're being trained, the primary thing that you're doing when you're waiting on the market is waiting for the right time. It's about the timing. Now, whether or not the trade fits into the parameters, that's a different question if you're not necessarily sticking to the parameters on the trade. There are times where I'm confident in my interpretation, and it's not that I'm going outside the parameters. I'm just not restricting myself to the parameters. And you'll see me take those trades from time to time. That's why I call them skill trades. Because it's not that I'm doing anything different. I'm just not restricting or limiting myself to what you guys are being trained specifically to do. The reason that you're being trained to look at the market that way and to wait for that to take place is so that everything is built into what you're learning. It's just like if I left you to kind of fend for yourself, if I'm like, all right, here you go. I'm gonna train you to recognize the environment, look at the behavior. Now find a trade. If I let you do that, I have no idea what you'll end up doing. And the proof of that came in the past when it wasn't even that I did it that way, but I would say certain things like, if you feel confident enough to do something, then do it. And people, they weren't waiting. They were getting impatient. They don't, the timing was off, You're not really developing your skill unless you have a framework to stick to. You have to stick to something that you can follow until you master it. So it's kind of like, how can you move on to something else when you haven't mastered this part right here? And this part is safe for you. You understand? You're being trained to execute this right here so that you don't lose at all. Period. Not get into a trade and say, I don't want you to have to say to me, damn, I took that trade, but man, I shouldn't have taken that one, because it's like, you know why you lost, but you didn't have to even take that trade because you knew that there was something that was missing. So what are you relying on to give you the confidence to take that trade? Like, what gives you the audacity to take that trade? That's really what I'm saying. What gives you the nerve to take the trade? It's different now when you wait for permission, you wait for the follow through to come, and you just do that. If you just did that, you're going to get plenty of trades. The trades are going to come. And I know that that's what you're looking at. Like, you're looking at what I'm doing, and you're like, damn, I hope I can get to that level eventually. And you will get there, but you have to build yourself within the framework of what it is going to work for you first. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, you can't move on until you master the basic foundation. You need to understand why I even took a trade. When you see me take them trades in the blueprint, if you can tell me why I did it, then you're getting close to understanding the dynamic of what you're doing now. If you can't tell me why I did it, it's because you don't understand yet. So you can't force yourself to understand. The same way that you can't force yourself into a trade in the market and expect to win. You see what I'm saying? If you're trying to force something to happen, that's when it don't happen. When you allow it to happen and to unfold organically, that's when it happens consistently, uninterrupted. That's what you're being trained and conditioned to do. The framework also forces you to develop patience and discipline. See, that's the main thing that everyone will have a problem with, is developing their patience and the discipline that they need to do this. You're going to have a problem with that. So instead of you going through all of that and then having to work on your patience by yourself, and you going through the whole, I don't even know what you want to call it. I guess it's a learning curve that everybody has to go through. If you just simply follow the framework forces you to be patient. That's why you're not getting trades all the time. You're not supposed to. You're not supposed to get trades all the time. You're supposed to wait for permission. Once you get permission, you wait for the follow-through trades to come. And on top of that, you need to observe the market that leads up to the follow-through trade either coming or not coming. So, like, you know what I'm saying? It's complicated a little bit, but it's really not. It's really not. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Yeah, and I got you, Bonnie. I got you. Matter of fact, let me do that before I start talking again, because I be long-winded sometimes. I apologize. Somewhere over the rainbow. Now I want to watch that. Oh, there's music in my head. Why is mad music in my head? And I haven't even played the music. It's crazy. Nope, wrong one. Boom. All right, Bonnie, you good? All right, good to go. Oh snap! Rome and Joshua, they say the same thing I was saying. Rome said, "Who's that?" Joshua said, "Is that them drummers that paint their face blue and bang on the buckets?" Oh man, Slav said it has its good, but let me see. What he said? He said it has its good. Oh, but today's music doesn't compare to 10, 20 years ago when I'm 20. He said I should be repping Lil Pump and rocking 69 songs all day. But I guess you recognize the limited scope of some of the music. I like some of Tekashi's music. There was what song that he did that I actually did like. Gummo was hard. Gummo was hard. Billy was hard. And most of the time it's the beat that gets me. Cause some of the stuff they be saying, I just be like, all right, man. Okay. like first of all, any song that's titled Tatiana, I'm not really curious to know what it is. Silliness. Andrew said 90s New York hip hop lives forever. Facts. That is a fact. Like for real though. Like you gotta get some Mary J. Blige in your life. You gotta get some, of course some Biggie, some Junior Mafia. Like there was just certain songs that's gonna always be classic songs. And then you got certain artists that's just classic artists. Like Mary J. Blige is classic. Even now that she's older, she's still bad. Bad meaning good. Mary J is remarkable to me. She's awesome. Like you can go back to some of her music and be like, damn, this is her? Yep. Songs like Real Love and all that. Come on, man. Come on. SWV. Even like Babyface and After 7. Like it's just classical music. Ill artists. Older, younger, and you gotta know what good music is. That's like somebody like Slav, you know who Luther Vandross is? And if you say yes, I have a lot more respect for the younger generation because it will let me know that you guys actually listen to other music other than all of this new stuff. Like it's so much music. It's crazy. Like I expect you to know like who Jay-Z is and Nas and all of that. Well, maybe not Nas. You may not even know who Nas is. Some people don't know who Nas is, which is retarded to me. Some people don't know who Rakim is. It's crazy. I'm like, you kind of got to go back and just listen to more music, like so you can have a more, like extend your scope, your vision of music. Let me see. Ed, what's good, man? Ed is the OG. MVS said it's trash. Oh man, he said it's offbeat rap. Yeah, I don't know about that. Andrew said Freddie Gibbs is nice. Slav said if you can't memorize it, just write down all the terms and what's used and put them in steps so you can just look at the note and memorize. Dimitri said, I'm begging to see opportunities that are in our framework, but distance may be off by one micro pip, wondering if I should even try. I mean, it's up to you, Dimitri. If anything, I would encourage you to, whatever it is that you decide to do, to record. Like I know I keep saying that, but the recordings are going to help you to train yourself. It's going to help you to train. It's going to help you to train. He said, I see you elaborated on my wonder. I stick to safe. Very good. Very good. Cameron, what's good? Holly, what's happening? Yeah, because it's much better for you to become comfortable with not losing than it is to get comfortable with deviating and losing. Like it's very painful and it's emotionally taxing on you when you lose, when you know you didn't have to lose. Like, you know that you could have chilled and not lost at all. You know, it's painful, kind of painful a little bit. Cameron said, happy Monday, TA. Thank you, God, for a craft that makes me look forward to Monday. No doubt. No doubt. Yep. Oh, yeah. Jada Kiss, the locks. Classic, man. Classic. Slav said, I won't lie and say it rings a bell, but I still like older music. Oh, okay, so you don't know who Luther Vandross is. Okay. Google Luther Vandross. Like, type it into YouTube and just press play on the first song that you see. And you'll see what I mean. Like, it'll just catch you immediately, like, damn. It's like certain music could catch everybody. I don't care if you old, young, new, don't matter. Like, if I tell you listen to Celine Dion and you listen, you like, oh shit. Like, damn. Like, your reaction will be the same. Trust me. I don't care who you are. You're gonna have that reaction when you listen to her sing. You're gonna be like, damn. Yep, that's music. That's universal music to me. Ed is mad. He said, how you don't know who Nas and Rakim is? I know, right? I know. I know, man. But you know, I don't penalize nobody for it. Cause I know, like, when I was a kid, that's what older folks used to say to us. You know that you know how you had all your old uncles and cousins and relatives and just older people that used to love music. They'll get mad at you if you don't know who somebody is. Like, I remember that vividly. It used to be funny to me because I'm like, I don't know who that is. You don't know who Al Green is? Like, And then when I got older, I listened to some of the people that they used to mention. Like I remember when it was an old, and he was old then. When I was like 10, he had to be like in his 50s already. He was like, "What up, young blood? You know about that Al Green?" And I was like, "Al who?" He's like, "You don't know who Al Green is?" I was like, "Nah." And he was very upset that I didn't know who Al Green was. And then when I got older and I started really getting into more music and I played Al Green, I was like, "Oh." I was like, now, first of all, now I see why you even talk like that. Second of all, I understand. Like, I understand the connection between us and music. Like, music connects it connects people. Sometimes when you can't even communicate. You ever listen to opera? Like one day, just listen to an opera song that's in Italian, like a real opera song, where they sing it in a whole nother language. You don't even speak the language, but you understand what they singing about. You understand the emotion and the singing, the cadence, and then the notes that they hit. You get it. It's crazy, man. Crazy. Oh yeah, Gangstar, definitely. Gangstar. Yup, Guru. Paley said, "I know who Luther Vandross is." No doubt. What's up, Vincent? Slob, during that time, I wasn't trading multiple markets. Oh, do you mean multiple environments? That is what I said earlier. I did say that. Not different markets though. Like I wasn't on the pound and the euro and the Aussie. I wasn't doing that. I was always on the pound. You can see how the market is like you see what it is now in the market. Market looks nice, but it's just not in position. It's not in position. So I know that's like a very, very popular question that people will ask about. They're like, oh, the market look good and this and that and the environment, blah, blah, blah. Is it okay if I? Nope. Like I'm looking at the same market as you and I ain't doing nothing. I hate how the sun be just, the sun's glare is crazy. All right. Mick said, oh, he's talking about the studies that Walker puts in there. Yeah, them studies are awesome. Yep. Holly said, happy to not work Mondays as it's a peak of my upcoming new life. Free every day. That's right, Holly. That's right. Holly said, Al Grits Green takes me back. Yep. I wonder if you type that into Google if he comes up. Just type in pot of hot grits. See if Al Green comes up. Matter of fact, I'm going to type that in right now. I'm going to see if that comes up when you type that into Google. If that comes up, Google is amazing. Pot of hot grits. Oh, he's number one. Jesus. Whoa. First thing that comes up. Soul singer Al Green is attacked in his own bathtub. Jesus. I was joking, man, and it really came up though. Damn. Damn. That's crazy. Wow. My goodness. Yeah, Paley's exactly. She's saying the Titanic song. Yes. Yes. Makes that Forrest Whitaker is a trailed opera soloist. Oh, trained opera soloist. Okay. Holly said Luther's hair and now was huge at weddings. Yes. Here and now. Yeah, that's definitely a hit. I promise to be faithfully. Luther sing you. So Slob's saying, so was it that there were more trades compared to how slow things are now when it comes to the right trades, or just the trades were good back then, but not as quality like as the ones you're taking now? There was more that I was doing at that time. That's what I was saying earlier. I was mentioning the fact that at that time I would be trading in more than one environment. Like I was trading in multiple environments. Like you see how we wait for one environment to come now? I would be trading in different environments that you see. Fast, slow, just doing a lot of different things. But it's way too much to be keeping up with. Way too much. So what I did was I reverse engineer the process that I knew anyone would be able to duplicate in order to not lose. Because the key to me being consistent this whole time has been the fact that I've been able to win consistently. Winning consistently is the key to trading being a business for you. Now, when you allow the market to bring you the actual trades, what you're doing is you're letting the organic nature of the way that the market moves and the way that the market will put itself in a certain environment, you're allowing that to be your guide so that you don't have to try to figure anything out. Like, trying to figure this stuff out with the market is hard as hell. That's why people always have to um get to that point where they're like, well, how often does it win? You don't want to deal with that. You don't want to have to deal with something that requires you to know, well, out of 10 trades, how many am I going to win? You don't want to do that. You just don't want to go that route because there's too many variables involved in whatever that methodology might be, because you're only recognizing the pattern in the market that you see. You're not really studying the market's behavior and making sense out of it to know whether or not the time is right. Because with binaries, that's what it comes down to. It comes down to timing. It's the timing that is going to allow you to be consistent. When you can pinpoint the right time to be in the market, you now can just wait for the trades to come during that time. If the trades don't come during that time, don't force them. Just let the market be what it is. Because anytime that you try to force a trade, that's when you lose. And if you lose, you got to deal with the emotional aspect, and you got to deal with the fact that you now have money that you lost, that you, in your mind, you're like, I got to make up for this. You don't want to be playing catch up and make up. Like, you don't want to have to be backpedaling. You don't want to do that. Listen to David. David said 0-0 for the day. Maybe things will click in the night session. That's it. It's like he's not worrying about, oh man, there's no trades. I don't see any trades. I just told you I ain't taking a trade since last week. Me. Last week I had mad stuff that I needed to do. I needed my time. So I'd had less time to be available on the charts. Did I stress it? No. Nope. And you see that, and this is what I mean as far as like building a plan for yourself. You can put yourself in position where 1 or 2 trades for the whole week pays bills for weeks. That's the position you want to be in. It's not a position of pressure. Andrew is funny. He's singing Onyx. I'm like, what the heck is that? Then I'm looking at it. I'm like, okay. Yeah, I'm old too, man. First of all, I'm old because I know what you was talking about. That's one. Let the boys be boys. Slam. Dun, 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 dun. Yep. Yeah, I understand what you mean. Slav, I understand what you're saying. Yep, I understand. Slav, you gotta relax. You gotta relax, man. I mean, just take my word for it. You don't want to the stress that you can put on yourself in the trading game in this business. For some people, they can't handle it. Now, mind you, I'm talking about self-inflicted stress. Like, don't put stress on yourself. It's easy for you to stress yourself out, and you don't have to do that. Slow it down. You slow it down, that's when it speeds up. I make more money now taking fewer trades than I was making at that time. At that time, like the time that you're talking about, where I was making, there were days where I make over $1,000 for the day. You're right. But then at the same time, there were days when I couldn't be on the charts to produce that amount. So it's like I'm burnt out. I'm tired. I'm like, I don't feel like going on the charts today, and wouldn't go on the charts. So now you got gaps in time. I might have made 1,000 or 1,500 on one day, maybe say 2 days out the week, and then the next 2 days I don't feel like trading at all. So it's like it balances itself out one way or the other. You're going to burn yourself out trying to keep up with that level of trading and winning, because you got to like you're keeping up with the market in the interim. It's not like you just um you just gonna automatically win. That ain't gonna happen. And this is the last binary, by the way. Now, the good thing about what happened this afternoon is the environment is right. Overall behavior looks good. And what will likely happen is this will carry over into when the market reopens. So when it comes back after 6, you come back on the charts. If the market decides to get in position, we'll see things happen. So that's closed. All right. I like what Holly said. She said, not sweating small stuff like bills. Get your life and be free. Stress is a stone killer. That is facts. Cameron said, I know a very good trader who literally got an anxiety disorder from trading. It's real, man. All of that, like, it's so funny because all of that is very real. Like, stress kills you. Like, literally. That's why you can't have stress in you can't have stress really with anything that you're doing, but especially within your trading business. Like, you cannot put yourself in stressful situations because the natural response to stress is chaos. You don't do things with, by rationalizing when you're stressed out. You're not using your rational thinking at all. You be thinking about all type of stuff, and it's just more retardation. All right, Mick. As said, for you to see what a valid trade looks like, you literally have to see a valid trade. Indeed. That's funny. He got it quoted like verses. That's hard. Headshot said, if you earn good money, you get stressed due to the pressure. Not necessarily. Because if you earn good money in a stress-free environment, then there's no stress involved. So you don't put any pressure on yourself because you're not stressed. But you have to position yourself like that. That's where what I talk about comes into the picture. That's why I'm constantly talking about not losing. I'm not so big on not losing because I feel like you know, you can become invincible and you just never lose and do what you want. For you not to lose, it means that you got to not participate in most activity that's going on in the market in the first place, because you're reducing the chances of losing by exposing yourself to the market less. This sun right here is really getting on my nerves. Like, hold on, let me move up here. Hopefully I got some internet up there. If I got internet up there in that shade, I'm good to go. Wait, maybe I can back up. There's shade behind me too, I think. Let me see something. Yeah, the sun is like super duper bright. Let me see something. Who does this? Who double parks because they want to be in the shade? Who does that? That's funny. Well, I do that. All right, I might have. Did I mess up the internet? No, internet looked like it's still good though. Let me see. Nope, messed up my internet. All right. Messed up my internet. It's just too much. It's too much light over here. Let me see what the internet looking like right here, because this got more shade to it. Come on. Come on, Wi-Fi. All right, did you catch or what? Come on, yo. All right, there you go. So retarded. I had to back up. Backed up 4 feet just to get this internet to work. Stupid. Yep, sure enough, it's working. Holly said, actually, latest demo trades have helped me to relax more and expect to win based on what we are learning. So fear is less present the more that I train. As said, that's what we train on. Yep. Yep. All of that is real. All of that is definitely, that's 100%. Everything that they both just said. Yep. Then I said the Wizard of Oz. All right, so dang, I'm doing mad stuff. I'm trying to multitask, do a bunch of stuff at the same time. Yeah, but this was a good dialogue today, definitely, just about things in general. And it's really just a matter of developing the patience, I believe, first. When you get your patience in check, then waiting on the market to present you with everything that you want to see before you trade. And what I mean by that is, like, you need confidence in your ability to interpret the market in order to not be scared to pull the trigger when trades come. So the framework is not there to stop you from taking trades when they come. It's there to force you to develop the necessary patience and discipline that you need in general. That's how the framework is designed. The framework is training you. It's forcing you to develop patience and discipline, because you're not going to win without them. Like, you're not going to win long term without them. And that's just it. That is just it. That's a classic. Definitely. Sly, I think you might be talking in the wrong chat. He said I'll be there for you soon. I'm pretty sure you might have the wrong chat. You might have been talking to somebody on Messenger or something. Oh man. Yeah, but this was good though. Yeah, so I'm gonna get up out of here. I actually got running around to do. So I'll do that, get that out the way, and then I'll be back on the charts later on before we get on training. I usually come back on the charts like around 6:45 to 7 and take a look at things. But just from the way that things look right now, it looks like the market may reposition itself when we get into the next session when it reopens after 6. So just keep an eye out. Keep an eye on it, see what goes on. Oh, excuse me. And we'll just take it from there. But it's all good, man. It's all good. This skill is very powerful. Everything that we're learning here is very powerful stuff. Like, this is stuff that's going to carry you through your career in trading. This is the stuff that people never give themselves the time to learn and to develop, that separates you from being basically what everybody else is, and then what successful traders are doing. Like, there's a separation that takes place. The difference is skill. That's the difference. Patience and discipline are the skills. So just remember that. Just remember that. All right, y'all, I'm out. I'll holler at y'all tomorrow. Everybody else, I see y'all in training later. Deuces.